Hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's going to go a long way. Oh, great shot!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Big header! And he's found the net! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The goal scorer for
A
Barcelona.
wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision.
Oh, what a mistake! Gnabry.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And he's there to clear it. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's fabulous. Good read, needed to be. Oh, easy pickings there. No way through, so back. Great hit! Gnabry tries to clear. Messi. That's a sharp pass. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now the finish! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
After 30 minutes is number
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. That looks a cracking ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And that's not going to reach. Belletti. Oh, good-looking ball. Messi.
There will be 3 minutes.
And it's played forward. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Van Bouten. Belletti. And That'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd.
Just a
So
quick
we reached the
announcement,
halfway
it is now
point.
time for our
Well, give me a
special
moment
lottery
to get
game.
my breath
Please
back.
grab the tickets
What a
you were given
super
when you were
half of
walking through the
football.
gates.
Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Barcelona head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Dwight York. Number 17, Owen. Number 23,
And the second half gets
Beckham.
underway.
Number 22, Serge Gnabry. Coming on the field, number
Vinicius
18,
Junior.
Darwin
That is a
Núñez.
brilliant interception.
Number 19,
But he's heaved it
Batistuta.
away.
Number 13, Bellingham.
Now this could try the shot! It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Good reason for optimism here. Vinicius Junior getting this one clear. Xavi tries a header. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
This is promising. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Van Bouten gets it clear. Rodri, that's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Eto'o is flagged offside. Oh, no joy this time. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. Eto'o. It's Eto'o! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Messi. Iniesta.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Batistuta. Messi receives it in a good position. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Manchester United complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid it.
Big chance! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And it's been taken short. And He's cleared it out of harm's
Added
way.
minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Chooses to go back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And that is that. Barcelona illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
And now, please turn towards
What
the
are your
screen
thoughts on
for a
today's game then,
special
Jim?
presentation
Barcelona
featuring
lost
our
their
guest
way after
performance
falling
today.
behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he get it through? Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Maradona. And here's a chance. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Cleared without complication. Messi. Now it's Eto'o. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Suarez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's aimed in. It's a mighty effort! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
And it's Xavi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Messi! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's through here, and the ball's a good one here. Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here. Spread neatly, and he's managed to get free. Now that's a fine challenge. Messi. Van Balten did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, this is a great position. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. That looks a good ball through. That's cause for mild irritation. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, what has happened here? And this could be the final action of the first half. Maradona! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
That we were expecting traffic
This
to be
looks
heavy
well
after
and
the final
truly
whistle
sewn
today.
up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Barcelona are very much where they want to be, courtesy of some truly incisive play. Their approach vibrant, utterly irresistible. They hope shortly to resume this onslaught. The score currently 3-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. Played back. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Carlos. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Alexander-Arnold. Iniesta. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos is there, and he can get that clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Iniesta, a true great in every sense of the word. Eto'o. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Has a goal! And what to be quick to recover this. Bayer herring after the ball here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Eto'o shapes to shoot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Alexander-Arnold looking for the run. There's the shot! It's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Number 17.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Substitution.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Substitutions taking place.
Guardiola has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van Dijk makes the interception. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Well, played right into his path. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And that... Oh, that's ambitious! And yes, it's there! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
After 80
Yeah, it
minutes,
has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Barcelona are having a ball. It's Luis Suarez! Goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Could be danger here. Luis Suarez! It's loose now and they want to get it back. De Jong.
There will be 5
And
minutes.
that's another good win of the ball. 5 minutes to add. Maradona. Maradona. He's gone for goal! So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
This is
Luis Suarez, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He could be in here. He's cut it out. Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. And it's Messi. Well, the 10th of July 2021 was such a significant day in the international career of Lionel Messi, was it not, Jim?
Yeah, he finally got that giant monkey off his back at the 5th time of asking.
And possibly that was the moment that Messi was finally given the credit he has deserved for his services to his nation. 16 years since his debut in 2005, 4 times a runner-up, never scored in a major final, but all of that was gloriously eclipsed.
Exactly. It was his first international trophy, and I think it set the scene for what happened in Qatar a year later.
Roberto Carlos.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. Cleared away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He can get that clear. And he's managed to gift it back. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there's the clearance. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. India with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he thumps it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Pirlo kept his eye on it, and he's there. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. He's had it taken off him. Luis Suarez. Messi. Roberto Carlos. And he's running through. And the shot! He's scored! First blood drawn.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
India have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And that was very necessary. India couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto
2 added
Carlos.
minutes has been indicated.
Messi, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there is the half-time whistle. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Big chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rummenigge producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Has a go! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
India are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw.
Shot at goal!
The attendance for this match.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18.
India have their second corner now.
Number 3. Daniel van Buiten. Number 17.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Suarez.
India with another chance from a corner.
Number 21. Wilshere. Number 24.
India
Adams.
have their third corner.
Number 11. Romario.
Adams gets it away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
And it's hoisted clear. And the volley. It's their second corner of the game. Tries a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. No, that's been intercepted. He's played him through. Rummenigge. He's one-on-one. Rummenigge! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
A case now of complete control. Wilshere is in a really good position. And the shot! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. That is ended up in no man's land. It's Roberto Carlos! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Romario, and he's on his way! That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Batistuta. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward. Belletti.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi. Romario. Adams. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, and he's through the middle. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Romario. And here's... And the shot! Oh, good stop. In for the pieces! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Hits one! And that may well be that. That is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seeming... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Played back in. Messi. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. Centre of attention, of course, Zico. Now he can play.
Well, you know, he isn't just a playmaker, Peter. He puts the hard yards in, and he has the presence to be quite a strong leader too.
So it's no surprise that so many idolise him and emulate him.
Brazilian flair and elegance is tough to emulate, but very easy to admire.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Shevchenko, just skips past his man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Great work on the overlap. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Barcelona!
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Eto'o, it's Eto'o! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And it's hoisted clear. And the volley. Oh, that's a waste.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Eto'o. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Beckenbauer. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is... Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Botafogo grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Xavi chasing after it. Roberto Carlos. And he's there to clear it.
Barcelona making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Maldini. Van Dijk. Looking for the run. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Luis Suarez. Drilled in. Oh, has a goal! And another try! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And now he has two. Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved. And no, that was never going to make it. Iniesta. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that is out of play. Oh, such a clever touch. Picked out brilliantly. Mohamed Salah! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
This is quite a battle.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
And it's Zico. Very nicely done.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And that's that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Eto'o claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
We would like to inform you that CCTV
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. So we're up and running. And it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! That is simply breathtaking!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That was always going to be the keepers. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Xavi. Iniesta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chips it through. Eto! He scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Xavi. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Roberto Carlos. Corner then. And we have our very first corner. Up for a header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Griezmann. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Almost half an hour in now. Belletti. Conte. And it's Messi. Messi, he's found a way, and Messi! Chance here to counter. That's good vision. Oh, he's burst through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Griezmann. Messi. He could be in here. Timber. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good
There will
read.
be 1
That's
minute
great
added
positioning.
time.
So good from him.
Xavi. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. That is lovely. And we've reached half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half. Conte. And it's Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Rice. For Xavi. Oh, great ball! Can he finish? And more and more and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
A case now of complete control. Xavi, real chance here. Chance! He has done it! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
72,306.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's beaten the... There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's gone backward here. Looking for the runner. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And he's managed to gift it back. Ronaldo makes the interception. Conte. Iniesta. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's well spotted. Messi looking to add to his goal. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Eto'o. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Belletti. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Modric. That has been knocked clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Interesting ball. Mbappe, Cristiano Ronaldo. Belletti. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Mbappe. He's through. Oh, shooting chance! No, it's wide.
There will be
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Conte. And time is up. Barcelona looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bayern Munich clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's no...
Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Eto. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Luis Suarez. Played into space out wide. Xavi. Lovely bit of skill. Kimmich. Hernandez charging forward, the ball at his feet. Back into the middle. Iniesta. And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Picked out. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's come back out to him. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Xavi. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Nedved. Oh, that's fabulous. That's been cut out, well played. Fiddles it, he's got the shot away! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Cole. Iniesta. Chips it through. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the left.
Look, movement creates more options.
Heads it! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Two added minutes has been
Roberto
indicated.
Carlos. Iniesta. Iniesta looking to run onto it. And we've reached half-time. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Barcelona come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
De Bruyne knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Belletti. Cole. That's a good ball out wide. Cole tries a shot! And now they can clear their lines. And that's definitely not his best. Eto'o. Messi. He's looking to set free a runner. He looks to lift it! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
Beckham is in a really good position out wide. Bayern Munich have their second corner now.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
The attendance
You know,
for this
the
match
interest
was
value in this game might just take off from here.
Pinches it off him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's a throw-in.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Eto'o. Coming on the field is
No, that was never going to make it.
19, Son Heung-min. Substitutions taking place.
And it's Beckham. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And it's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! How very smart. He just got it right.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He gets big. Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Barcelona take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Luis Suarez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Luis Suarez being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Son Heung-min. Barcelona finding their passes. Cross goes in there. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
There will be 5 minutes
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And he welcomes it in. Son Heung-min. And this is Son Heung-min. He's had a shot! He scores! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Luis Suarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Lost children's announcement.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in my opinion.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. Pirlo takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi could try cutting inside here. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. That is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. Nicely weighted ball, but that has not gone well. And it's Messi. And he's gone backward here. And he's in on goal. Now the finish! And he's there to get it away. That's an excellent interception. And here's Messi.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi has it out wide and in space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, well played, well played. And he's heaved it away, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Diogo Costa sends that a long way. Oh, that's a key interception. Baresi with the clearance. And here's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Now it's Xavi! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Quality ball. Messi. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. And he lines up a cross. Diogo Costa deals with it effortlessly. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're off again.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Messi, India finding their passes. Messi. And he's picked out the run. Van Balten getting this one clear and claimed it back swiftly. Rummenigge. Owen. Oh, super find. Nice interception, well timed. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Another throw-in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Goal is still neither side really getting onto the front foot. Oh, he's onto this. Xavi! And that's caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Pirlo. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, they've got it again, and it's Iniesta. Now it's Owen. And he's taking no chances there. Davids.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He is through here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Neymar!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Ribery. Ribery!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
Remove any cards.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
He's got the shot away! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reach. He's gone for goal. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's picked his way through. Van Bouten defending. Messi! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Messi. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Eto'o. Great defending, strong and determined. Iniesta. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. That's going to go a long way. It's gone for a throw-in. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Now it's Eto'o. Messi. Good pressure, determined, intense. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous. And Owen! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Cavani. Bergkamp. Caught offside that time.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Messi. Iniesta. And the first 45 minutes are up. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each.
Located by the gates.
The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant, and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Substitution.
And that's the second half started. And reclaimed it in a trice. Eto'o is flagged offside. Now it's Luis Suarez. Back into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Eto'o. Passing is crisp and sharp. Belletti. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That is good alertness. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Iniesta. And that was very necessary. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Xavi. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Nicely worked. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's through here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Good spot, he's seen the run. Now it's Luis Suarez. Opts to play it back. Musiala gets rid without sophistication. Eto'o. Now the finish! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Or maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
It's their second corner of the game. Xavi with the short one. And he's gone looking for safety.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Cleared without complication. Now it's Torres.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's a shade optimistic. Roberto Carlos. And the referee brings it to a close. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. It's Shani! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cavani. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that is as far as they're going to go. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. He's shifting through the gear. Great chance! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So that's Luis Suarez! They are rampant! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on. And the keeper's given it away. He's picked his way. It's Luis Suarez! And it's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi with the foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Messi. Floated through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Van Bouten. He's got it all! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It's become a case of men against boys. Oh no, what has happened here? Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
But it goes. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity.
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. And he's managed to get rid. shot could be on. And it's Conte. Van Dijk. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Van Bouten. Van Dijk. Oh, played right into his path. And he's intervened well there.
This match was 71,898
for Messi. Musiala tries a shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Big chance!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Kante can get it clear.